Okay, guys and girls, time to address the elephant in the room. We lost yesterday. We have to take it on the chin and we got to move past it. And the best way to do that, guys, is to understand that this team has just been put together. This manager's only been here a couple of months and we are going to go through teething problems. Let's not act like we weren't a bad team before. There were reasons why these changes were put into place. And it was put into place because the system is broken. The players haven't performed and have let numerous amount of coaches down. But let's address a couple of few things one-on-one. And Arsenal were unbeaten in the last 10 games. But remember, the last game that we lost before today was against Chelsea. And the reason why we lost that was mainly because of the performance of Bert Leno. Bert Leno had that corner where he swung for it, didn't hit anything, and Jorginho came in with the tap-in and put Chelsea level, and then we obviously know what happened after that. But again, Bert Leno just unbelievably puts the ball out for a corner when I don't even know what he was thinking. I've watched the replay about 5 times and it just doesn't make sense why he would have done that. But I just want to address one thing. In the forum today, I had to reiterate that Bert Leno was the most mistake-prone goalkeeper in the Bundesliga when we bought him. It's not my opinion. That's statistics. And statistically in the UK as well, many of the media has made it clear, statistically again, that Bernd Leno was the most mistake-prone goalkeeper last season. So these are things that we've seen in his game. It's not new. Yeah, let's not pretend that we've woken up in the morning and all of a sudden the goalkeeper, who, by the way, has been consistent in terms of making saves, has been very consistent in keeping Arsenal in games as well. So it kind of flutters its way out. Do you remember when we first got Peter Cech in and the likes of John Terry and Ashley Cole were saying Arsenal are going to be 6 or so points better off per season because of the sheer amount of saves that he makes? We just realised the way how we changed, playing it out from the back, just really wasn't suited for someone of his skill set. Well, with Bert Leno, there's going to be a teething period, and it's the same teething period that we went through with Szczesny, and now Juventus are seeing the fruits of our labour by sticking by a young goalkeeper who was steadily growing. Now, I've said this before in previous videos. A goalkeeper in his prime is in his late 20s, 30s, and that's when people are saying that a goalkeeper has actually hit his prime. Yes, you've got the likes of David De Gea, who, by the way, made 5 mistakes last season, which was about, I think it was third. He had made the third most mistakes from a goalkeeper. But these things go unsaid, because a goalkeeper is expected to do his job. And goalkeepers aren't perfect. They are going to make mistakes. The only problem with our goalkeeper is he seems to be making more than all the other goalkeepers when it comes to mistakes. And that will change, yeah? This isn't a Bernd Leno bashing session. This is just something to state to the fan base that he is still young, he's 25 years old, he's still learning his trade, and he's still getting better at what he does. What he's great at, he's brilliant, yeah? Fantastic shot stopper. There was a time against Olympiacos with about 5 minutes left that he made a stunning save. It was a volley outside the area and he stretched up high and put it over the bar. Things like that kept us in the game. In the first leg, made 2 late saves in the 72nd and the 88th minute that also kept us in the tie and also stopped Olympiacos from coming back to tie in the first leg game. So let's not discount the fact that Bert Leno has been fantastic for Arsenal. He has been amazing for us, but he makes mistakes. And we have to take that on the chin. And yesterday was an example where we should have seen the game out with 2 minutes left, and then he makes a bonehead mistake and it leads to a goal. This is just how it is, guys. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. Speaking outside of that, though, Bellerin, just not a factor in the game at all, was not helping Pepe. And look, a lot of people can say what they want about Pepe. He's generating his own chances because he's got nobody to help him. It wasn't until 25 minutes towards the end of the game that Ozil came over and started helping him on the overlap. And then we started looking as good on the right as we have on the left. Remember, it isn't all about Saka on the left. He gets a lot of support from Aubameyang that goes unsaid. A lot of that overlapping and a lot of the through balls Aubameyang's helping a lot with that. Pepe's getting nothing on the right. But I also thought as well that Arteta, with the team sheet, was a bit bold. Knowing those guys had played 3 games in the last 7 days, there wasn't the changes that I thought there was going to be. Although Lacazette was horrible yesterday, I didn't expect him to at least hold the reins. I thought Martinelli was going to play. I was quite shocked when I didn't see him on the team sheet. And of course, we really don't have an option at left back. So although Saka was tired, I thought he did well yesterday. It wasn't his overzealous self, but at least he played to a certain level. And guys, it was just the fact that I thought the team was shot. They were really leggy. For me, the fact that Torreira didn't start over Xhaka, I thought was strange. Because, not just because Xhaka didn't play well yesterday, he didn't. But it was because had he been booked in this game, he would have missed the quarterfinals. So I thought, why would you do that? It just makes sense to play somebody whose legs are fresh and can still give you the consistency. Actually, it gives you more than what Xhaka gives you. But I just thought it was strange to see Xhaka on the team sheet again. So there's a little few questions in why did Bellerin start? Why did Xhaka start? There was a few questions in terms of why certain players were starting in that team, and it just didn't give us the amount of zip, and it didn't give us the amount of energy that we needed in that game, and we were lacking that. We were lacking ideas, we were lacking energy, and it's not just that. As the game wore on, you can see the mental tiredness. It doesn't matter if you've had a few days rest. That's fine physically, but it's the mental tiredness that we saw from the team yesterday as well. And guys, look, let's not pretend that, this team hasn't shown frailties before in the past. That's now four of the last goals in from set pieces. So they do have something to work on, but Arteta has barely been the manager for 2 months. They're going to need time. Dubai was great for the guys because they were allowed to work on a few things, which we've now seen in the Everton game. In a few games, we've seen a few things from that has been able to give the team a spark. We really have. But at the same time, there's still a lot more to work on, and it's going to take a lot more time. And I just want to make sure that the fan base understands that, because we don't want to set ourselves up, guys. Remember, expectation can be a blessing and a curse. And I don't want us to get down that road where we're setting an unrealistic goal for ourselves. We need to be smart in terms of what we expect from this team. Now, the FA Cup is still there, but 4th and 5th place are for the taking now. It's really all we have to shoot for. So, we've got to let it go. We've got to let it slide. We've got to take it on the chin. As bad as this display was, with 2 minutes to go, we were through. So I don't want to forget that, guys. I don't want to just paste that away as it was a bad performance. As bad as the performance was, and as bad as we turned up and as tired as we still stuck it out to the end and put a performance in which should have seen us through. So let's not discount that. People are talking about it was the worst thing since sliced bread and we didn't turn up. Guys, we actually put ourselves in a position to win the game. Too much negativity today, guys. Seriously, on Twitter, on YouTube, just looking at the fallout of it, there were things that we can learn from, and we're not there yet as a team. We still have a way to go, and we're going to address this Sunday, guys. The show, podcast, live stream, join us and subscribe to the channel. We're going to address this at 8 o'clock, and we're going to talk about keeping ourselves grounded, yeah? Minimizing your expectations with this team. And understand that it's a work in progress. It's going to take us time to fix this. And we just have to be there supporting a team. I thought at times yesterday, the support was a little bit eerie, but at times when the fans realized the players' heads had dropped, they started picking up their voice. So that was really nice to see. And listen, we just have to get it done, man. We just have to come together as a team, as a fan base, and let's see where the chips lie at the end of the season. And if we can keep pushing up the table, we still have that to fight for. So listen, we'll address this on the show. And listen, right back at you. Keep your heads up, guys. Yeah? We love Arsenal. We back our team. And we'll get there. Maybe not today. Maybe not next week. Maybe not next month. But we'll get there. I feel that Arteta is the right man for the job. And he doesn't have the pieces in place to achieve what he wants to achieve. This is a work in progress, guys. It's going to take a bit of time. Peace out. Right back at you.